Last week on Earth.
Son wins lawsuit after mom throws away his best porno mags. You heard it. It's an atrocity, a crime against humanity, really. A Grand Haven couple will have to pay for disposing of their son's pornography collection. Justice finally is available in this world. He hopes to be awarded $75,000. Telling you two things. This judge obviously also has an enormous porn collection and really understands the value of a good stash. And two, this guy jerking off too much. By a long stretch, it's far too much masturbation happening when you got a $75,000 porn collection. At that point, you should not live in your parents' home. David Working, 42-year-old man, my age, sued his parents, Beth and Paul Working. Surprised the family's name is not Jerking. After they tossed out what a judge called a trove of pornography and an array of sex toys. Finding your son's sex toys has to be the lowest moment possible. Only worse than that probably would be being a mother who feels the intense maternal need to probably wash them for your son. No, not this couple. They threw him out. U.S. District Judge Paul Maloney in Kalamazoo granted the son's request for summary judgment in his favor. Quote from the lawyer, "This was a collection of often irreplaceable items and property." His client had moved into his parents' home in late 2016 after a divorce. I wonder if the divorce happened on account of him constantly masturbating to a very expensive and rare porn collection and using sex toys on himself. Because clearly you weren't keeping the sex toys that meant for women when moving back into mom and dad's place, are you? Also, what sex toys are made for men? I'd say tweet at me, but don't. Please don't. After he left for Muncie, Indiana, he expected them to deliver his belongings. He later realized that a dozen boxes of pornographic films and magazines were missing. He finally moves out. They don't ship the porn over. His father said in an email, "Frankly, David, I did you a big favor getting rid of all this stuff." Oh, listen, I don't know about the $75,000 valuation, but it's not fun to lose your favorite stuff, you know? It's not fun to lose your private playthings. Look at things, watch things. You understand what I'm saying? This is a ridiculous story overall, but I side with the porn kid on this and the judge, who's clearly masturbating under that robe constantly.
Last week on Earth.
For my take on the rest of the things that happened during the last week, subscribe to my podcast, Last Week on Earth, on Kevin Smith's Smodcast Network, on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your pods.